Hey guys, what's up? Basketballer here. We are now in this first game of this March 6, 2022 NBA Game Day. This is going to be an afternoon game between Brooklyn Nets with a record of 32 and 32, visiting Boston Celtics, displaying a great record of 38 and 27. The game will be at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 2 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Basketballer. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on the bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. All right, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings first, so that we'll have a closer look at these two teams. Starting with Boston Celtics, they are ranked number 5 in the East. For their last 10 games, man, they have won 8 out of their last 10. Approaching this game, they are on a 2-game winning streak or back to back. Brooklyn Nets, they are at number 8, so they can really still push for that top 1 to top 6 positions. For their last 10 games, man, they have only won 3 times. And approaching this game, they are on a 3-game losing slump. Approaching this game, Boston Celtics, they got the home court advantage. In terms of momentum, I guess that's kind of obvious. We got to give it to Boston Celtics as well. Um, in terms of fatigue, well, both teams are actually coming off rest days. All right, so let's take a look at the injury list for both teams. I'm looking at the injury list right now for Boston Celtics. Jalen Brown is tagged as questionable, while Neesmith is actually listed as out for this game. So one out, and then possibly two players will be out for Boston Celtics depending on Brown's situation. For Brooklyn Nets, we got two players confirmed out. That's Simmons and Harris. And then Seth Curry is listed as day-to-day or game-time decision. So two are out, possibly three, depending on Curry's situation for Brooklyn Nets. Now I'm looking at the spread. It actually opened with minus 3.5 for the home and the hot team, Boston Celtics. As we speak, it actually increased a bit. It is now at minus 4. Okay, just like what I said earlier, Boston Celtics is a very hot team right now. Nobody wants to bump into Boston Celtics right now because again, they are they are on a roll. And Boston Celtics are really looking like Boston Celtics. Unlike earlier this season, Boston Celtics can't even figure out the win. But now Tatum is actually playing like Tatum. He's actually getting the support that he needs. We're not sure though on this game if Jalen Brown would be available for them or not. He's actually listed as questionable, so there's a possibility that he won't be. He won't be there. For Brooklyn Nets, their health is actually improving. They now have KD. On this game, they would have Kyrie. The bigs that they need are there. Drummond, Aldridge. Seth Curry is listed as game time decision though. It will be better if they would also have him for additional options, especially for outside threat. But they would have Patty Mills anyway. Still, I'm looking at this game as a game that KD along with his Nets boys would actually push for. I know he just came back, but as you can see on his first game, from being out of the game for such a long time, uh, he's a baller, man. KD is one of the best right now, if not the best. So whenever you have KD Durant, whenever you got KD on your team, you guys can actually win, and they can actually beat any team in the league. He just got to have some rhythm and some groove on that game. Now with Kyrie Irving in there, since it's an away game, and again with his bigs supporting him, I think there's a high possibility for Brooklyn Nets to actually do good in this game. I'm not actually discarding the fact that Boston Celtics number one are on home are at home. Number two, they are on a roll. And number three, there's a possibility that Jalen Brown would still be playing. So I think Boston Celtics Yeah, they may win, but I don't think they would actually blow this one out in front of Brooklyn Nets' face. KD is so proud, along with Kyrie. If both of them are playing, man, I just can't really imagine that they would actually blow Brooklyn Nets out, especially if Jalen Brown won't be playing. So I'm gonna take my chance and I'm gonna roll my dice with Brooklyn Nets with a +4 on it. So in any case that Boston Celtics will win, I think it'll be close. We would still win with Boston Celtics +4. But again, don't be surprised if Brooklyn Nets would actually take home the W, man. I just can't I just can't I won't be surprised if KD would actually take home that W along with his boy Kyrie Irving. Especially Boston Celtics, they have the possibility not to have Jalen Brown in this game. All right, so my pick on this one would be Brooklyn Nets +4. Not really a high percentage pick on this. If you don't have a lot of funds, you can just skip this one. We got a lot of games to to predict still. But if asked, my pick on this one would be again Brooklyn Nets +4. Peace out, pass love, and God bless.